from one of the rising stars of media, the electronic age, where words and bits flying through the air can really change the world. We come to something more physical. It's so easy for us, in this day of innovation, to focus on the web, to focus on innovating on the internet and on the bits and bytes. But what's great about our next Igniter, Jacob, is that he lives in the real world, and he practices an art and a profession that is thousands of years old, and he brings that forward to today in our town, which is awesome. And Jacob, I hope you'll notice you're the only one who actually didn't get their title slide slashed for the standard Ignite Amherst slide because it was so frickin' beautiful. So welcome, artist and blacksmith, Jacob Lefton.
Thank you. This is on? It's cool? Good? Yeah.
Go.
All right. My name is Jacob Lefton. I'm an artist blacksmith, which means I make beautiful things with iron. We kind of skipped a slide, but making things the core of my work like this, but I'm not here to talk about that. I have a larger picture. I'm interested in making community with ironwork. I think public art makes healthy, strong communities. I first learned blacksmithing at Hampshire College. Some of my work is on campus. In 2009, I went to Ukraine to participate in an artist blacksmithing festival. I was there for 6 months, attended 8 festivals, worked in 9 different workshops. The festivals happened with great public support. 100 or more blacksmiths will organize and build a sculptural work of art for the town. The mayor and other dignitaries come out and officiate the ceremonies. It's a really big deal to them. This artist tradition is huge. Here's a sculpture. The cities are full of beautiful art and the communities support the crafts. I assume the role of a journeyman blacksmith, typically a craftsperson who finishes an apprenticeship, and I traveled the continent in work exchange for room and board. The openness with which I was accepted into their families was amazing. This guy in the middle, he moved his kids into the master bedroom for me to have a room by myself. It's important. It creates an international community and it cross-pollinates the craft. This gentleman coming up here, Master Rauno of Finland, will send his son Vaini to friends in Ukraine, Italy, and Germany. His son will learn techniques, traditions, and innovations that Master Rauno can't teach him. It's an important mechanism in the craft, and some sectors of the public uphold it in codified ways. The German journeymen still wear these clothes today. They have rules dictating how and where and when they can travel and other aspects of their lives. I decided I want to be part of an international journeyman model. I want to be in a position to never have to say no to a traveling artist. If someone had said no to me at any point, I never would have been where I am today. I got back to the States thinking it would be easy. I'd call up other blacksmiths and join them, but American blacksmiths have told me what works what works in Europe does not work here. People are too competitive. The market is bad. There's no money. People don't work together. But I think that it doesn't have to be that way. We have a place in our communities for public art. We have a place in our communities for craftspeople. We can encourage our communities to grow and put beautiful investment in beautiful public art. I know it's hard right now because the economy is terrible, but we need to make every dollar meaningful. But I'll tell you right now, high quality artisan work is not a frivolous expenditure. Why? It puts long-lasting beauty in public spaces, like the statue in Kiev, Ukraine, celebrating their heritage. You can see how many people touch the fingers here. It creates a sense of space and pride in that space for us. If we can make our buildings and our communities beautiful, we will care much more about them. The way that we treat our public spaces influences how we interact with each other and our environment. That is a balloon. It's a hot air balloon balcony on the 2nd floor of a building. How cool is that? This is Cologne Cathedral. It was one of my favorites. I think that cathedrals are amazing. This one took 632 years to build. A testament to its craftsmanship, in World War II it was hit by 70 bombs, and it was still standing. Today we see it and say, wow, our forefathers had a dedication and eye for beauty. I think of the New Deal's federal art program. This is the Ariel Rios building in Washington, D.C. It was one of the first projects. It has 25 murals, beautiful spiral staircases, inlaid marble floors. One of the staircases is coming up. Look at that thing. It's a public building. The program funded a lot of artists who went on to influence the next several decades. People like the gentleman coming up, we might recognize were not famous when they received money from this program. This is Jackson Pollock. He shaped art for the next since then, pretty much. Clearly, the dollars spent on encouraging knowledgeable, well-made artisan work goes further than dollars spent on the cheapest things we can find. What we make now will leave a legacy of integrity and beauty, and future generations will learn from us. This is one of the sculptures in Ivano-Frankivsk. So when you invest in public art, you're supporting yourself, you're supporting your community, its identity and its longevity, you're supporting your neighbors and the craftspeople and their children and future generations and their communities in turn, and communities down the road for hundreds of years. The next time there's a public works project in your town, don't forget to ask, who are the artisans that are going to make our city beautiful and push it forward into the next generation? Thank you.
So JacobLefton.com, if you want to take a look at some unbelievable iron art, Jacob's website has some great designs that he's done, and it really is amazing.